Hey, good morning, friends. It's Saturday morning. Just waiting for a little water tank to fill up here. This morning, we're going to talk about why losing weight today is easy, but it damn sure ain't simple. And the reason why it's not simple in my own journey was because I discovered that there were a lot of different things that affect our bodies, and especially how we take on and manage weight. Now, before you continue in this video, I'm gonna start with a thought of nobody really gives a damn what you know until they know how much you care. The reason why I've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours of listening to things like this first was when I started my own journey several years ago of trying to figure out my own body. I did it for a superficial goal. I started working out to gain a physical stature. I wanted to look good. I wanted my wife to, be able to look at me and go, wow, notice me. And that was a very shallow, superficial type of goal, and it caused me to derail quicker because it wasn't about the process, it was about a product. There was a finish line involved. Once I kind of start like this and I get this result, then, I'm good. And then on the first hard day that comes and I don't want to do it, and then a second hard day comes and I don't want to do it, I wasn't in love necessarily with the process yet. I just, hi buddy. And then I started noticing my family and my friends were dealing with a lot of health stuff. And then I started looking more, and a lot of my friends were dealing with health stuff. And I wanted to know, each person seemed like they had different things going on that was bringing them down. Gut issues, hormone issues, stress issues, weight issues, infection issues, just everything that's just completely, it's hitting all of us. And it fascinates me. And that's part of the reason why I'm so passionate about learning about it. So losing weight has so many different variables to it, especially for women. Now, this is not an enabling video by calling it simple. Simple means we all have to learn everything about ourselves, and we can't assume that the same foods and the same diet are going to work for us. And if you are a person that is taking a product like a diet pill and you use words like diet, healthy people don't use those words. Healthy people don't use the word diet. They just don't. Because diet means there's a finish line and there's a goal in mind, but you are not in love with the process, and you are still aware habit-wise that you're still going to derail yourself food-wise, and you're not going to be able to experience little wins in your food intake days, because realizing this single habit about food. Any food that we put in our bodies for an impulsive, quick result, like for me recently, it's been peanut butter jelly sandwiches. It used to be pop before that. Oh, I need a pop. Oh, I gotta have, that is, it's for a quick, temporary, I think I need this. But in the long run, it doesn't make us feel better. Foods that are of a good habit have no immediate result. But in the long run, they make us feel really, really freaking good. I mean, really good. And anytime I have noticed that I have an impulse for something that is quick, fast, and easy, I've started to notice this is linked to this is part of a bad habit I'm about to do. And it's easier for me to stop myself because I've fallen in love with the process of feeling good, not necessarily an end result of looking good. But the process of doing that is fun and it's enjoyable. And I don't use the word diet because it's a lifestyle. There is no finish line. Okay, till I die. That's a finish line, right? Now, for women, there's so many other variables that make it very, very difficult two of which are stress and hormones, which kind of go together really. And so belly fat. So belly fat, I've learned, is an accumulation. You can't fix it with diet, because if you restrict your calories, that brings on stress and it raises a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone your body emits in the morning to wake you up, to kick you out of your circadian rhythm. And if you continue to have high cortisol because you're not getting sleep, you're around toxic people, what's going to happen is those stresses make you take on belly fat, so that it thinks that it needs to get you ready for a mode called starvation. So if you lower your calories, your body's just going to make you take on more belly fat, and it's so freaking frustrating. Why does our body do that? Because it doesn't want us to be stressed. That's why. So if you're around stressful people, get away. Change your circle of influence and start, taking responsibility for the things you can take control of. The other thing is hormones. Our thyroids are not in good shape today. Most people, if they knew and just spent a little bit of time researching and trying to figure out, do I have enough T3 and T4 hormone that just helps me regulate my body naturally, most of us would figure out that no, our bodies are not. We are insulin resistant, which means every time we eat food, our blood sugar spikes. Our body is pumping out more and more hormone, telling us to make more, and then in the long run, we feel tired. We eat and we don't have more energy. We feel tired, we feel groggy, and we just start in this vicious, awful cycle. So, simple wise, there are numerous things. Let me just tell you this. If you knew what I knew about what has been done to our food today and the stuff that we're putting inside of our kids, how it's poisoning them, and how they have mandated and put regulations on food, is basically what it's going to happen. What it's going to come down to is our generation of children today are going to be so dependent on the medical system to transform their symptoms. It's going to be a $1 trillion industry to have to take care of this many people that have been made sick by our food. Our food is killing us. That's basically what this video is about. And it's not just as simple as going to the grocery store and eating healthy and exercising, because even eating healthy, there are people that eat healthy and they still feel like crap, because we've been pushed to know, like dietitians were told several years ago, oh yeah, eat a lot of grains and not so much fats, and now we found out that was a lie. And the dairy industry has been pushed and paid, because dairy farmers get paid by the quantity of milk they get. So the more milk they put off, the better. So they're forced to do whatever they can to shove as many calories into the cow so they can just stay afloat. Grain farmers and beef farmers, the same. They get paid by the pound, so it's more about how fast can we make an animal big and fat. Well, guess what? If we just eat animals that are forced to get big and fat really fast, guess what happens to us? Lots to think about. This is not a simple thing. This is very, very, very complex. And New Year's is coming up, and this is not about exercising. Losing weight is not about exercising. Exercising helps your overall well-being. It helps you feel good, but exercising is not about losing weight. Let me give you a case in point. I did P90X3 all the way through one time. Didn't change my diet. Still ate Dr. Pepper, Snickers, fast food, Sonic. Ooh, I love Sonic, like a lot. Used to. I lost 2 pounds in 90 days. 2 pounds. I had more strength, but I did not change my body composition, and that was aggravating. And that's what led me down this road of figuring out food and why we're all so nutrient deficient, why we're pissed off, why we're stressed out, why we're tired, why we don't feel good, and it should make you angry that they have done this to us, because they have cheapened and tried to make what available for everybody, what used to be still available for everybody, they just cheapened it, and it killed the American farmer, and it's killed us, the consumer, and the middlemen are sucking up all the profits. So what do you do about it? Well, you educate yourself on what it is you're putting in your body, because it matters. You're either going to become a statistic for the healthcare industry to make more money off of you through health insurance and pharmaceuticals, or you're going to liberate yourself by educating yourself about food. And there are some amazing sources out there. Just don't get sucked into products. It's not about products and quick results. It's about process and no finish lines. It's about make it till the day you die. Don't use the word diet. Don't go shopping for diet pills. The worst thing is like doing something as far as even like getting a surgery even, but not even changing your diet habits. That's the definition of hedonism. Pleasure without consequences. Oh, I can take this pill, but I can get this surgery, but I can still not change how I eat. Well, guess what? It's gonna lead you to a quicker death. And the reason I'm making this video is for all of you, my friends, so that we can enjoy each other. Because I love y'all, and I want you to feel good. I want you to know that the stuff we've all been told, and we all need to educate ourselves and figure out what is truth and what is not, because we were lied to, we were duped, and it's made us very dependent on this very fragile system. So, I'll put some sources below. You can check them out and just start your own journey. First, of educating yourself and knowing that going to the gym and working out is not going to get you results. It might help you if you feel better. Do a little bit of it. If you ratio this, 96% of this is about food and 4% of this is about physical activity. I work out every day for about 5 to 8 minutes, and I stretch. The rest of the day, I'm thinking about food and what I'm going to eat and what I'm not going to eat. That's how important it is. Anyway, tank's about full of water, so I guess I better go. I love you guys, and I hope good things come your way. I hope you feel better. I hope you just aren't duped and lied to anymore about weight loss, because so many people have tried to make really crappy products to help you do it quicker and faster and help you still eat like crap but get to be thinner and thinner. It's the process that's going to get you there. Don't use the word diet. It's not for you. You're better than that. I'm better than that. All right. Gotta go. See you guys. Love you. Bye.